Hello everyone, Kyle here bringing you yet another video that reminds me of why I need to sell my collection of children in bow ties. So due to popular demand, due to a demand or a request. It wasn't overly demanding if I'm honest. You know what, I'm messing this up, let me start again. Thank you Cospider for requesting yet another visit to the planet Crafter. I hope that you get joy out of watching a world burn and crumble, because let's face it, this isn't going to end well when I have a track record of killing every living thing I've ever cared for. I don't want to go into too much detail on this, but let's just say I'm banned from ever visiting a nunnery ever again. But I digress. We're returning to the only planet in the entire area that we call space that smells of desperation more than I do. It's a planet called Blurb. To this newly named planet, we're going to do unspeakable things. Terrible things, like make plants sprout from its surface and turn the very air it breathes blue. Yeah, I'm talking about terraforming. Dun dun dun. Who knew that this was the point of the game? I didn't, that's for sure. No one probably does. Not even the developers do, but we're going to do it anyway. Last time we played, we tried to avoid hard work by bridging over to a nearby planet, which turned out to be probably even harder work, and a lie that still haunts me to this very day. Also, in our efforts to avoid ruining a perfect landscape, we built a wall funded by the US government to keep meteors out. Gosh darn meteors trying to take our jobs from us hard-working mineral farmers. In order to terraform, there are three very simple things you need, at least according to this game. In real life, I imagine it's a little bit more complex than this, but I have to admit, I haven't ever tried it. If you've tried to terraform a planet before, let me know in the comments how it went and what tools you used. Anyway, you need pressure, heat, and oxygen. In theory, these should be simple enough to get. High pressure can be achieved if I continue to tell myself that I need to hit 1 million subscribers by next Tuesday. Then there's heat, which can be achieved by rubbing 2 sticks together. If you want extra heat, you can try 3 sticks, but never do 4 sticks. Never. And lastly, the staple to life, oxygen, which can be saved if I just stop wasting it on my breath. You're welcome. No, but seriously, according to our baby's first steps, we need to build a drill and a heater in order to progress to those blue skies. I don't really see what's wrong with these post-apocalyptic style skies, but I guess we aren't terraforming this planet in the way that I'd have it. Otherwise, it would be cast in a permanent ice age, stuck in the late 1950s, but with dinosaurs, and be hidden under a fairly large rock, just so that all the other planets can't see it. So, first things first, we collect some titanium and some iron. I was told in the comments on my previous video that the death bug I discovered in my prior playthrough no longer worked, so we'll just test that out again. In order to achieve the free building bug, you first need the materials in your inventory. Good. Next, select the building so that you can see the green placement. But hold your horses. Don't go placing it just yet. Take this moment to admire it and let all the feelings of excitement from cheating the system really sink in. With the green placement active and excitement levels maxed out, you can now lay down and rest. By rest, I do of course mean lay down until you stop breathing and die. Alternatively, if you're afraid to deal with all the joys that come with suffocating, you can choose the option of flying into the sky using the unstuck command, just high enough so that you can see your house, but also so that when you return to the ground, your insides rattle around and change position with each other. Bonus points if your insides end up on the outsides.
Where am I? Who are you people?
Once you have returned from the land of the dead, you should still see the green building thingy-majiggy. You can now place your structure. Well done. Next, you can collect your materials from the blue coffin that has been left behind as a reminder of your death. There you have it. You have successfully built a building without materials. You can either keep the building and marvel at all that it does, or deconstruct it for some additional materials. Whatever it is you choose to do with your free building, just remember the price you must pay each and every time time you want to build something, then consider if it's worth it. For me personally, I'd rather die 1,000 painful deaths than actually do physical running around, so it's a no-brainer. Now we have a drill. Let's make a heater to heat the drill. We don't want the drill to get cold after all. We will require something called iridium, which I literally have no idea where to find. So this should be just like real life now, where I roam around the planet aimlessly, hoping that something good happens before the next bad thing does. Another pretty cool trick you can do, just in case you're running out of oxygen, is simply build a living space and a door. If you're clever, you'll always carry the materials around for these two buildings with you. If you're not clever, you're like me and dead. What seems like a good idea to me is to go inside this crashed spaceship. The darkness and maze-like corridors tell me that it's going to be a lot of fun. We can either build a flashlight, which means finding more materials to build a crafting station, and then even more materials to build the flashlight, or we simply take this magnesium that just happens to be next to the door and use it to hold a light as a light source. This is both convenient and inconvenient. Oh, another blue coffin. That means someone has died here. Let's steal all their worldly possessions. We can unload our haul into our little base so that we have room to steal even more dead people's stuff. We've got some squash seeds now and some fabric so we can make some denim jeans. Sometimes you come across obstacles in the shape of beams, which you can deconstruct to move further into the nightmare. Ah, a heater. Well, that's given us some iridium. Let's return to our base and continue terraforming. The heater needs to be built inside, even though we're trying to heat the outside. I guess they didn't really think this through, but luckily for us, I did. We can leave the door open and then the heat can escape. Here we go. Yeah, okay, another power issue. So we need to build another turbine. There we go. Power restored. Let's go and have a look at our progress. So this little locked computer shows the progress of blueprints that you can unlock to gain more TI, PPQ, PK, and NPA, which are 4 things that sound funny and sciencey.
Everything in this world is made up of matter.
And yet, I don't.
Matter.
The other computer with the lightning bolt shows the power consumption of everything you've built and the power that you generate with your turbines. So the main screen, this big one here, tells us what we're generating. We've got some heat at 0.30 pKs, which stands for picokelvin. Yeah, that makes way more sense than what I first found, which was the 2014 Hindi language satirical comedy drama PK. Then our pressure is going at a whopping 0.20 NPAs, which stands for nanopascals. All these things work towards the TI of the planet, which stands for terraformation index. It's basically just telling you how far the planet is progressing towards its next goal. Our current goal being the previously mentioned blue skies, which requires 175,000 TI. So you can see at this rate, it could take a while. Ooh, there's a friendly little coffin in here. Mother trucker was holding out on us. He had the iridium all along. Where were you when I was running around in the dark of the ship crying? Okay, let's focus on building a bunch more heaters, planters, which are for oxygen, and drills to speed up the terraformation process. Fortunately for us, we have a lot of resources that we've gathered the last time we played to build this tower of remembrance, which was to remember... oh god, I can't remember. So, bunch of free resources. So here we have it. A bunch of heaters, a bunch of planters, but with no plants inside them, and I've built a few more turbines and drills. As you can see, I like to keep the place well organized. With all these new builds, our TI is starting to go up much faster, which in turn will have all of those new blueprints come rolling in. Show me the money. Oh, there's another meteor shower taking place. It's easy to gather with the wall in place. The little space rocks just crash into it and vomit out all the materials which shower down on me. You just have to avoid being hit by the apocalypse or you'll die. We really need to find some seeds to plant in these planters so we can actually start generating oxygen. Me holding my breath just isn't cutting it anymore. I'm pretty sure I picked some up from inside the ship, so let's go and have a look-see. Ah yes, you see, loads of seeds here and a microchip. Let's Let's take these back and plant them. The seeds, not the microchip. That we will do magic with. Lovely. We've got some flowers growing in the tubes now. And the chip itself we can use on the locked computer here. Great. We've unlocked mining speed. Anything that makes things faster means it will be faster. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take some of the resources from our pile of shame for some more equipment. There we go. And we've just learnt backpack 3, which means even more space to hold our rock collection. And return to base. Ah, you're fine. Oh, no, you're not. You're really not. Oh, God. Well, the sky still isn't looking very blue. I want it to be like the ocean, only with air. And fish are banned from swimming in it because fish are jerks. So we'll place the crafting station here. It's getting a little complicated to move around. Let's build the exoskeleton, the mining chip, and the backpack 3. Next, we'll continue building some more drills and maybe some solar panels, which also generate power. Now we have a drill that drills into a drill that drills into a drill, which drills into a drill that drills into drills, which doesn't really do anything special except make it really complicated to talk about. Ooh, we've just learnt how to make an indoor ladder. This gives me a wild idea. Take that, society. You're an outdoor ladder now. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Let's check our progress out. Oh, our hydration is getting low. We could make a drink, I suppose, but it would involve having to do stuff. So do you know what? I'll wait and hope it resolves itself. Yes, we are very close now. 5.73 KTI. That's like less than 175,000, but not by much. What have we unlocked though? That's the important thing. Not a whole lot. Gosh darn it. Okay, well at least the sound of our heart beating faster and faster is here to bring an end to our dry spell. Sweet, sweet hydration. Thank you, Lady Death.
It wasn't my fault.
So we haven't unlocked anything yet, but let's have a look at what we can unlock once we have progressed to a point beyond the one that we're at. It's almost like fortune telling, except it's real. Oh, the launch platform greatly speeds up the terraformation process by sending rockets into space. Yes, please. Why did I not know about you sooner? We can literally become supervillains and build a secret underground rocket lab. Oh me, oh my. Finally, I have a purpose in life. We've also unlocked a screen that is just called Screen Progress. This day just gets better and better. Let's place it down. Oh, nice. So it basically just tells us what we already knew, that we're in a barren wasteland and we want to get to blue skies. However, it does have a friendly little percentage marker, which makes calculating the progress much easier, so I guess it can stay. We'll rebuild some of the other monitors in this space so we don't have to keep running over to that other place every time. Nice. Now we can see the stats, the next stage, but our present is hidden, which is nice because it adds mystery. We'll build a quick giant satellite so that we can hopefully receive all the good channels on our television. Just put it there. Oh, that's beautiful. And we must build this little TV in order to watch stuff. What? This is crap. Where's all the moving images that TVs are famous for? There are far too many words on this television. You have been the biggest disappointment of my life up until now, and I've been disappointed a lot. I feel like the idea of building a TV has distracted me. Oh yeah, the secret villain underground base. That's a far better idea than this television nonsense. Now that we have an aim, which is rockets, which funny enough we won't bother to aim, we'll find some plants to make more oxygen, as that's probably the slowest of all our TI growers. I guess we could check the spaceship up over there, which we haven't been inside yet. Oh, there's a little coffin up on the hill here. Fingers crossed that it's a gardener that met his end while trying to plant on a cliffside. Oh gosh darn it, no such luck. It's only a coffin left by me. Right, here we are. Operation Plant Daddy can commence. Who knows what treasure we'll find inside the new spacecraft. It could take a while to explore everything, possibly even hours. And we're done. We just found a whole bunch of stuff in there, including plants and emotional baggage. Let's take it back to base where we can bury it deep down and forget all about it. Now we have more oxygen being produced, I can see it's going to take longer than I'm willing to work on it. So instead, I'll go and have a small lunch. Then when I'm back from that, we can see how far we've progressed. Well, that's lunch over. It was good, but I'm still hungry. Anyway, where are we with this terraforming nonsense? Ah, the skies are blue. Why am I so surprised? Wasn't that the point? I guess the air should be breathable now? No, it's not. So why the hell did we just go and make the sky blue? Just for giggles? Seems a bit pointless, really. Pointless, and it took 4 hours to achieve. Wow. This is exactly why I don't bother to try doing things. It's not all doom and gloom, though. We did learn some new things like the drill tier 3, a new, slightly bigger solar panel, an advanced crafting station, and a nuclear freaking reactor. Oh, yes, please. Nuclear energy may not be the cleanest of all the energies, or even the most efficient, but it sure does make nature more exciting with all the deformities and glowing waste. We'll go ahead and build some of this new stuff to make our base feel more basier. Nice! That drill is literally underground. I feel like that would be more efficient this way. Ah, the base is starting to give me the familiar feeling of something I'm deeply ashamed of. So with that, I know that we're almost done. Oh, we've finally unlocked the launch pad. So I think it's time to move underground and get this anti-bat cave started. To the anti-bat cave.
Robin, you haven't fastened your safety bat belt.
Let's just hope that the game plays ball and allows us to build under here. We'll start off with a little house that we can do all of our living and crying inside. Next, we'll build a launch platform right about here. Ah, perfect. I know there's no visible exit path for the rockets to go, but I assume the mountain will just open up like in the movies. Oh no, we need more stuff to build rockets? When will this endless need for resources ever stop? Luckily we have most of the stuff already, but we do need to build rocket engines. Let's check that out on the crafting station. Oh, double no, we need uranium. I've literally not found a single piece of uranium in all of my many minutes of playing this game. Is uranium a natural resource? I don't even know, but we do need to find some, otherwise how will we ever deliver the presents to the orphanage? By presents, I mean deadly missiles, and by orphanage, I mean an orphanage. My instinct tells me we will find some uranium within the big glowing cloud. Anything big and gas-like just has to be full of goodies, which is why we need to blow up the sun with our missiles.
Bro, you know sometimes that it's really hard to follow your train of thought. You literally jump from one thing to another. All it does is disorientates your viewers.
Wait, what? You're telling me that I have viewers? That's cool.
Yeah, but you'll lose them unless you start to create a linear storyline that is easy to follow.
But why should I make it easy for them to follow when it's hard for me to follow?
Because that's your job as a storyteller, to make it easier to understand.
Hold on a minute, why are you even back?
Because I'm part of the story.
Yeah, but you're just confusing the hell out of the situation.
Maybe.
Exactly. F*** off. Now, where were we? Ah, gosh darn it. You've made us miss the part where we venture back inside a spaceship and meet some aliens that we trade denim jeans for uranium with. I hope you're happy with yourself and pantless.
Bro, there's no aliens in this game.
I said, I hope you are pantless. Anyway, uranium in hand, which isn't entirely healthy, we can finally build some rockets. And a great thing that I've noticed is we can make rockets that attract uranium to the planet. You see, these things literally pay for themselves. Bear with me while I make a stockpile of the good stuff so that we can build many rockets. Here you go, pile of uranium neatly piled on the floor, and you can hear the apocalypse is now in full swing from sending rockets up. So now I'd like to build a bunch of launch pads using the clip bug and then launch a load at once. You can see, as demonstrated by these solar panels, which are safely hidden within the cave away from the damage and sunlight, that we can indeed build inside other buildings. So again, bear with me while I clip platforms into each other. It shouldn't take too long. Oh god, that was far more annoying than I'd like to admit. Anyway, if it wasn't for the fact that I feel slightly optimistic about this project, I'd have given up on it long ago. But here you have it, the birth of Mega Rocket, or as I like to call her, Megan. She isn't your average space missile, no siree. She is basically an abomination of the scientific world. She is a rocket inside a rocket inside a rocket. I'm both equally terrified as I am turned on about this mayhem. that comes in a disturbing phallic shape. So let's get this party started, Megan. Do us proud. Just have to... oh my. Press the last... What? Yeah, quickly go. Go, my pretties. Fly. Fly. or do that. You know, just... Yeah, just lay in a big pile. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Well, they're certainly doing something, which is more than I thought would happen. They're kind of just forming a big pile of disgrace. We can ride them at least. Well, sort of. This isn't anything like I hoped it would be. Well, I think it's safe to say that the days of uranium being a scarce resource is behind us. Now it's plentiful. In fact, with all the uranium, the planet is starting to have a healthy glow about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching my midlife crisis unfold in the form of terraforming a planet as much as I enjoyed letting it happen. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this game in the comments, and be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already, because, you know, I need to pay my bills. Until next time, I'll be watching this nuclear apocalypse unfold with hope in my irradiated and enlarged heart. Toodaloo.